Afreilachem Purim to everybody. Welcome. Today is Purim. Today is the day that everything gets turned upside down, where the evil ones who had their hand on top of the world, they, through their own efforts, get hung by their own gallows. By their own gallows. That's what happened to Haman. That's what happened to his sons and to all the evil people. They create their own gallows ultimately. They're trying to create gallows for others. But in the end, it's their own demise, it's their own gallows that they create. And therefore we celebrate a story that took place only 2,400 years ago. But yet, there in Niskarim Benasim, there's something that continues and happen in our day. They continuously happen in our day. As we see what's happening in the world is the story Purim that happened back in the day is happening today. Welcome to Tanya today. I'm Rabbi Ronnie Fine, coming to you from Chabad Zuch and Kadesh in Montreal, Canada. It's a privilege and a pleasure to share with you the Tanya. We begin chapter 34. In this chapter, Alter Rebbe explains another level of joy. The patriarchs, they constitute a divine chariot. What does that mean? A chariot is driven by its rider. Today, like a car. A car is completely subjugated to the driver. Wherever the driver takes it, that's where it goes, right? Has no mind of its own, if you will. So the patriarchs, they had a mind of their own, yet they were totally moved by their rider, which is God Almighty. Every little action, they had a total surrender to God's unity. So every action they did was an expression of their connection to God. And likewise, all the prophets that came after them were the same. And in particular, Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, the Shekhinah, the divine presence, spoke through him. Spoke through him. Thank you, gentlemen. Sorry, we're in the middle of learning over here. Just tell them we're learning over here, okay? Just tell them. They're not hearing. Just tell them we're learning over here, okay? Okay. And the Jewish people were privileged to experience this at Mount Sinai. That they had this self-nullification. That they were nothing but an expression of the divine. But it couldn't endure by then. It wasn't powerful. It was because it came from above. It wasn't something that they worked on themselves. So God said, make a mishkan. Make a sanctuary. And there my presence will be. But the mishkan and the mikdash, the holy temple, got destroyed. And now God says that where is my presence? Well, right now, in the study of Torah, in the doing of a mitzvah, that's where my presence is. That's the only place where I'll be present. Because in a mitzvah, in the study of Torah, you have the will of God, you have the wisdom of God, and therefore the will and wisdom of God is one with God. You have, when you study and you do a mitzvah, like today, Purim, we have the mitzvah of giving gifts to the poor. We have the mitzvah of giving to a friend 2 edible foods, hearing the Megillah, having a festive meal of Purim. These are the mitzvahs that Jewish people are to fulfill today. And when you do that, you're united with God's unity and with his oneness. So when we deeply think about this, meditate upon this, each person, what they're capable of doing in thinking about this, that I am making a sanctuary for God through my studying of Torah right now, because I fix a time every day, and people are here every single day to learn. That is fixing a time to the extent of what your free time is, that you fix that time. You make an abode for God as a result. You're making a place for God through your study of Torah right now. So, okay, therefore what? Well, you should rejoice that we can host God through what we're doing. That's remarkable. That's incredible. that we have that opportunity and we have that capability to do that through the study of Torah right now. That should bring great joy. That I can do that in this world. People think, oh, they have an experience, a connection to God, but that's going to be in the world to come. That's going to be in Gan Eden. No, right now in our study of Torah, that we're doing that we host God. That should bring great joy, and we should thank God for that He gives us that opportunity, that we can have that now. Now, of course, it takes a little contemplation, thinking about it's not like, wow, I got $1 million. Someone gave me $1 million. God gave me $1 million now. For that, you're going to automatically feel, wow, how lucky you are. The truth is, getting $1 million is not getting God, though. It's getting something from God. It's getting a gift from God. So very nice. But to host God, that I am connected and united and one with God, that's much more valuable than $1 million. But, that takes a lot of thought. It takes a lot of meditation, a lot of dedication to be able to appreciate that. That's what's happening right now with our learning and the mitzvahs that we do. So, folks, again, do the mitzvahs of Purim. The Jewish people have that mitzvah today to do the mitzvahs I mentioned, giving gifts to the poor. If you, I'm sending to Israel for the poor people there, and here in Montreal and other places. If you will, if you send to Chabad, I will make sure that money goes to charity. If you don't have two Jewish people, it's two Jewish people who have to get the gift, because it's a gift for them so they can celebrate the holiday. So if you and bring joy to the holiday. So if you don't have, you can go on our website and give money, and I'll give it to people so you can fulfill the mitzvah today. All right, folks. God bless you. Thank you for joining. Afrei Lachem Purim.